Yo, it's your man's Wyqeem. I'm here with my man's
Rajah.
And welcome to his Heating Up podcast. We got some stuff to talk about with y'all today, so hope y'all tuning in, and I hope y'all like what we're going to be talking about, and hope y'all download this podcast. So first and foremost, I want to tell y'all a little bit about myself. My name is Wyqeem. I am an artist. I am a producer, writer, director, editor. Heat Level Entertainment and Heat Level Films is my company. And to tell y'all a little bit about me, and I actually write short film, which is going to shoot our first film starting this year. And I do music. If y'all want to go check out my YouTube channel, which is Wyqeem TV. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out and subscribe to the channel. If y'all want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Wyqeem, M as in mom. So make sure y'all do that. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in 1985. I'm 35 years old. Raised by a single mother. Dad was in and out of prison. Just give you a little short thing about me, and I've been wanting to do music my whole life. Ever since I was young, ever since I was a toddler, since I was a little man inside my dad's nutsack, I always wanted to do music, man. So I've been doing that. I went through a lot of trials and tribulations as a youngster, man. I'm talking about in and out of juvenile, in and out of all that, man. I had a real rough life. Lost my mom in 1995. Got locked up as a juvenile. I got out on my 19th birthday. I did 7 years in prison. Went in prison when I was 26. And I got out when I was 32. And I was doing music then, man. So now I'm just trying to bounce back. And this podcast is one way to promote my brand and to talk about things that's going on. And of course, music, hip hop, and any other type of genre of music too. But we love hip hop here. And that's a little bit about me. And Rod, just give them a little short brief about yourself.
Of course. I was born in San Diego, California, raised in Nashville, Tennessee. 18 years old, graduated class of 2020. So shit, I'm proud of myself for doing that shit. Man, I've been with Heat Level for maybe about, I want to say about five months. Yeah, been with Heat Level about 5 months. Been recording music videos. Been learning how to edit. Already had a little bit of experience, audio engineering, and a little bit of experience with the podcast. So I'm glad I can be here and do what I know. I kind of got a feel for with my homeboy here. So man, that ain't nothing.
That's a little bit about you.
That's just a little bit about me. It ain't nothing. I mean, just.
All right, so on this podcast, man, we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff, man, and I'm glad for people to start tuning in and understanding what I'm gonna be talking about. A lot of stuff that I will be doing. Now, so when we first get on our podcast and we get to talking, the first thing we talk about is you yawning. Yawning on the podcast, man.
Man, ain't nobody here till you say something.
Oh man,
that's why I went away from the mic.
Well, we got a camera too.
Fuck.
Yeah, you forgot about that, right?
And they fuck you. I wasn't on me.
But hey, so basically, so on our first segment when we talking about discussions and stuff, we call that locker room talk. And look, when we say locker room talk, we ain't saying this is something that nobody else should hear. I just actually like that term. And he liked that term. And basically, we're going to be just talking about situations and discussions. And that's all it is, man. We just call it locker room talk. Women, y'all can get into the locker room talk,
because
okay?
Women's have locker rooms too.
Y'all got locker rooms too,
and
of course.
Y'all own locker room talk.
Exactly, and that's the way it is. Okay, so we got the locker room talk, and we talk about situations, and we just talk about just things, just genuine things, man. Whatever that kind of we break up as subjects in the podcast. If it's political, it's about hip hop, it's about music, it's about disasters, man. It's about whatever. We're going to talk about all. And I'm going to be promoting my brand, which Heat Level Entertainment and So Different Apparel also, man. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get to it. So we're on locker room talk. So the first thing I want to get into, and I want to pay homage, and I want to recognize some of the people that celebrities that died in 2020. And first person I want to talk about, we want to talk about the man that was the 81 points by himself.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? And everybody else down there played for Gigi, his daughter, man. Mm-hmm. We want to say, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. That was definitely a very shocking story. When I first heard it, I was like, man, y'all playing, bro. Y'all ain't got to play with my emotions like that. Like, that's Kobe. That's Kobe you talking about. Like, that's fucked up to make a joke like that.
Yeah.
But seeing that news report, oh man, it definitely dropped some reality on the beginning of that 2020 for sure.
Yeah, it was. Man, you know what? I used to watch Kobe growing up, man. And he's a real true champion, man. And I think that his legacy is gonna live on forever, man. Rest in peace, Kobe and his daughter Gigi, and everyone else who died on that plane crash in California. Moving on to, we're gonna talk about another one that everybody was shocked about, which is Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, the guy that played 42, which was the first black baseball player, Jackie Robinson. He played Get On Up,
yes, he
which
did.
was James Brown. He played Thurgood Marshall.
Yes, he did.
And Thurgood, and his most iconic role to the world, but to me, his most iconic role to me per se was James Brown. Get On Up. He played that man to the T. But everybody know him as Black Panther. So what do you think about that?
My personal favorite role that he was in for me was Jackie Robinson. That was the first movie that I seen him, and I recognized him from other black movies. You know,
I think all he wanted to do was like black movies that were true. He didn't want to be a
because I feel
stereotype.
I feel like he was in Selma. He wasn't a main character, but he was I feel like he was in Selma, and he was in another movie that I seen. That was a black, or it might have been a Civil War movie, but you get it. For them, that's when he stuck out. That's when he stuck out to me. That's when I learned his name and I kind of researched on him, and But yeah, that was.
Yeah, man. Died at the age of 43.
43.
Man, so we want to say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman.
R.I.P.
And R.I.P. man. Moving on. So we're gonna talk about a country legend. And when I say legend, he was a legend. And I'm saying, this guy was country royalty, and that's Mr. Kenny Rogers. He passed away last year also. So I don't know if you know who Kenny Rogers was.
I do not know who
Kenny Rogers was a country artist. He wrote a lot of country songs. This was stuff with Dolly Parton.
Right.
So we ain't doing by no color. We doing everybody. We come to mind. So we want to say rest in peace to Mr. Kenny Rogers. So moving on, we would like to say rest in peace to one of the iconic music. This man was iconic, and that's Little Richard, man. He actually passed away in Tennessee, man, not too far from where we at now in Tullahoma. So we want to say rest in peace to Little Richard.
Really?
Yes, really.
That's crazy. I didn't think that. I didn't know that.
But you know who Little Richard is, don't you?
Yeah, I know Little Richard.
Yes. So we want to say rest in peace to Little Richard. And man, it was, hey man, your work, man, it will be here forever. And we have two more on our list that we would like to talk about. Actually we got three more on my bag we like to talk about. And another person I want to talk about that we lost was he's iconic too, man. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And that is Mr. John Witherspoon from the Friday movies, the comedian, man. Hey, man, rest in peace to John Witherspoon also.
Yeah, that's crazy. My friend actually got a picture with him a couple, oh, man, what was it, like 2019, it was maybe November, October, he got a picture with him That was a goat.
Yeah,
That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope, man. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon. And I want to, the last two on our list, man, y'all might not call them celebrities, but what happened to them, it sparked, for one, it sparked the biggest civil rights movement in history. For the other, man, it was a big issue also. And I would like to say rest in peace to George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. I'm not trying to leave anybody else out. It's just these are the two that were very, very put everywhere.
Very impactful for 2020.
Yes, it was. Breonna Taylor actually ended up being on the O magazine cover, which shout out to Oprah for doing that. You know, and that was iconic. And George Floyd, man. You know, that was something to watch a man die in front of our eyes. I think that was something. Me being a black man, man, that was hard to watch because I have experienced police brutality myself.
Man, I think it's crazy when the video first hit of George Floyd. It was so similar to a video that had came out about 2 years prior that I thought people would just be playing the video from 2 years ago. I'm like, why are people replaying this video from 2 years ago when the last time a video came out of the cop, on some black dude's neck. But then when I found that it was a whole new person, I was like, it really put me more in shock because I had already thought, like I said, I remember seeing a video like this 2 years ago. I thought people would just be posting it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So we want to say rest in peace to George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and we got to end the police brutality, and that's for sure.